Hey everybody, it's Christina from Creations with Christina. Welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday, February 9th, and today is episode number 5 in Flosstube. Just a few updates for you. So our cats are adjusting great. I mentioned in my last video, we adopted cats at the beginning of January, and they are doing wonderful. Our shy cat is actually now approaching us, which she wouldn't do before. If I wanted to pet her, I had to not make eye contact. I either had to look to the side or back up to her so that she wouldn't run away. If you looked at her, you made eye contact, she was gone. But she's adjusting wonderfully. They're both doing great. They do have their first vet visit next week, so that should be fun. We're going to try to take both of them at the same time, but both my husband and I are going to do it together. I also mentioned in my last video that my son was starting his first full-time job, so he had his first week. Lots of training, lots of filling out papers, but he said it was a great first week, and he really enjoyed because when he was working part-time, he didn't come home until like 7 o'clock at night, so he's enjoying being done every day at 5 o'clock, and even Friday he got to leave early, so he was even more excited about that. We had a couple snow events this week. Wednesday or Thursday, I think it was Thursday, we had snow and we had a delay at work, which was nice because I spent a couple of extra hours getting some cross-stitching time in that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And then we had some snow overnight last night, which actually had some sleet with it. So by the end of it, it was only like a half an inch if we even got that. Anyway, we're going to hop into today. Well, actually, my husband is making chili, and that is all I can smell. It smells so good, so I can't wait for dinner tonight. Whenever we get rain, snow, or the weather changes, my sinuses and allergies just go crazy, so I feel like I'm a little nasally today. But anyway, we're going to hop in. I'm going to show you the two projects that I finished. One of them is one that I shared in my last video that I said I wanted to make it a goal to make it a fully finished project this year, and that is this tiny town drum. So I finished this the other day, and I really love how it turned out. I'm going to give you a down view so you can kind of see it a little bit better. So this is Tiny Town. It's by Heart and Hand, and it is the Tiny Town blooming pattern, and I really love this. This is like maybe my second or third thing that I made last year after coming back from not cross-stitching in years. And I was a little nervous about making this because I thought this looked so complicated to do. It takes a while, but it is not that complicated. I did it yesterday afternoon and it kind of just went together nicely. And yeah, so anyway, it's a pincushion. On the top here, underneath the velvet, there is a bunch of batting, and then you can stick pins in here. I'm going to put this on display here in my craft room. And yeah, so this is a lot of fun to make. I definitely want to do another one, and I'll show you that in a second. But let me just talk more about this one first. I used velveteen fabric on the top. This is called Spring Bean, which is this gorgeous light green pattern, which I think goes nicely with the green accents on this design. And then I did a little rickrack around it. This is the Spring Bean is by Lady Doc Crates, and so is the rickrack, which is called Mossy. And I just thought they coordinated nicely together. The rickrack hides my stitching that I used to stitch the pattern or the cross-stitch design to the velvet top. So basically you create a bottom, you do the top with a couple layers of batting underneath, put the velvet on, and do like a lacing technique to put that all together. And then what you do is hold it upside down and you fill it with batting. I use batting and crushed walnuts, which have a beautiful lavender smell. And that's in here. So, and I think I did okay with making it stuffed nice and tightly. But anyway, this is going to sit here in my craft room as a little pin cushion. This one only took me a weekend to do, and I love it. It's called Arrow Celebration, and it's a Stacy Nash freebie that I will link below in the description if you want to go and check out that freebie. What I love about that pattern is you can use whatever fabric, whatever color floss. It's just one color, and you can do whatever you want. I think they had it stitched out in a light or a blue color, but I wanted to first practice using 36 count linen, or try using 36 count linen because I've never done it before. And then I wanted to also try doing this little chenille trim for mini pillow. The floss that I used is classic Colorworks. It's called Bunny Love. And then the fabric is called Tango by Picture This Plus. I picked Tango up over the summer last summer when we went on vacation, and I wanted to try 36 count. Now I need to get more 36 count fabric because I love it, and I love using one thread versus two pieces of thread with 32 count. But anyway, I made this into a little pillow, and I did the chenille trim around the outside. This is just vanilla. It's by Lady Creates. And then for the back fabric, it is just, I think this is fabric that I got locally, probably Joann's or Hobby Lobby, one of the two. I'm pretty sure it's probably Joann's. And I think I've had this a very long time, but I thought the colors looked nice with this red linen fabric. So yeah, so that is this project, and it was super fun. It took me just 2 days. I did it over a weekend. Wanted to have a Valentine's Day project finished for this year because I know I'm not going to get one done before Valentine's Day. So that is that. So that is two finished projects that I've done so far this year. So those are my two fully finished things that I got done so far. I have 3 starts and works in progress that I've been working on for the past couple of weeks. So I'm going to share those with you. My first start and work in project is this Every Opening Flower by Brenda Gervais. And I got this as a kit. So I came with the fabric and the thread. I ordered it from 123 Stitch, and I have been loving this one. I did it for the first few days in the evenings when I first got it, but now I've just put it as my weekend stitcher. So on the weekends, it's the only time I'm going to actually stitch this one. Let me show you how much I got done. Like I said, I think I started probably about the second or third week of January, somewhere right around there. So this is what I've gotten done so far. When I first got it, I did this section right here. I even got the centers of this little border done and did the little flower centerpieces. Did that within the first couple of days, and now it's just my weekend stitcher. So since then, I've done it for 1.5 weekends, and I did this whole section right here, down here, and then I started filling in the letters. As a matter of fact, this section right here, all I have to do is just fill in the centers of the border, and then I'm going to move on to, I got the F in there. That sounds terrible. I'm going to do that. I did that flower. I have A, B, C, and I'm probably going to try to focus the next weekend. I'm not going to get it done this weekend, but next weekend I'm going to try to get at least this section done. I'm loving this one so much that I just want to go nice and slow with it, take my time. It has been such a pleasure to stitch this one, and I don't want it to end, but I do want it to end because I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done. So the next one is Pretty in Pink Pin Keep. It's by Stacy Nash. And this one I feel like it's taking me forever. I've been working on it for 2 weeks, and I feel like I should be further along, but I did with the vines on the side over here, the leaves on the side. I've had to rip them out more times than I can tell you because I messed up so many times. But I did get this section done. I am working on just filling in some of these little flowers. I realized right here I missed a part of the green right here. I got to fill in one more flower, which I think maybe I forgot. And then I have a couple of the darker pink colors that I need to fill in on this side. But yeah, after 2 weeks, I was getting frustrated, but hopefully now I get past this section that it'll be a little bit easier. But I'll tell you, I feel like I was on the struggle bus with this one. Can't stop stitching on 36 count fabric. I am loving it. This is 36 count fabric. It is Dirty Ew by Dames of the Needle, and I'm using the Called For Floss. And I need to buy more 36 count. Well, I have it in my haul today to share with you some more 36. As a matter of fact, I bought this specifically to do this project, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad I tried the 36 count because I love it. Way love it. All right, so we are going to put this away and I will show you the next one. And hopefully now when I get this little section done over here, this middle section over will be easier. This one I started last night, and it is going to be my week of Valentine's Day stitch. I do want to get it done, at least stitched out by Valentine's Day. I don't know if that'll happen because that's like 6 days away, but I'm going to give it a try. This is by Primrose Cottage. It's the Be Mine Valentine. It's a free printable that if you subscribe to their newsletter once a month, they give you a free, well, they call it free Friday pattern. I don't know. But once a month, you'll receive a free pattern, and this is this month's. And that is what I have done. Now, I know I've got a mistake over here. I have to fix it. I didn't even realize it until like just when I started filming this video. I was like, what? This is what happens when you start a new cross stitch pattern at 9 o'clock at night, and you're usually a person that goes to bed at like 10:30. But I did get that part done, and I even stitched this morning just to do a little bit more stitching on it, and still didn't notice that until just now. So anyway, I am using 32 count. I'm going to probably say this wrong. Albarium by Cedar Ribbon Linen for my fabric. And then I did some changing on the cross stitch, or the colors. So I did a little of my own colorway because I don't have those colors. And like I said, I wanted to get a Valentine's week stitch going. So I am using, for the blue color, I'm using Classic Colorworks St. Bernard. For my yellow, I'm using Sassy Brass, which is a nice deep yellow color, gold, beautiful. For my pink, I'm using A Weeks Dye Works. It is Charlotte's Pink. Very pretty color. And then for my floss, or for my gray color, I'm using DMC, which is the called for color. So I substituted everything except for the DMC since I had this color. But like I said, I wanted to do something this week for Valentine's Day. So this is what I started. And yeah, so we're going to work on this exclusively this week and see where we end up at the end of the week. So now I'm going to share with you is a haul, and these are not things that I just ordered within the past, like week. I actually have been buying some things since the beginning of the year, and they've been kind of trickling in here and there. So I'm going to share with you what I've picked up since January 1st, and a lot of it's going to be fabric because I really want to start using more 36 count. So the first one is Cedar Ribbon Linen, which is a company that I found last year. And I love this fabric. This is 32 count. Now, this I did order in 32 count. This is Coffee Stain. And I love this color. It's got like a little bit of like a gray or blue in it. It's so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this one. So I'm not sure what I'm using this one for. This is just to go into the stash for a future project. Then I have this one. It's called Pirate. And this is also 32 count. And I love this color. This is a beautiful beige color, but I love the dyeing in this one. It is gorgeous. Look at all that beautiful marbling there. Love, 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 love. So that is that one. And then my last one, whenever I order from Cedar River Linens, I always buy like 3 colors. So this is the one I'm using for my Valentine's start. This is Albarium 32 count. And I love gorgeous. To me, this would be my white for everything. As a matter of fact, I'm ready to order another order from Cedar River Linen just to get it in 36 count, where I might even order a larger size of this one. I usually do the 12 by 18, I think is the size that I usually order. But I think for this one, I might order a larger size in the 32 count so I have it on hand because I love this color. It's not white. It's not too creamy colored. It's just a nice color. I really love that one. The next linens I ordered are all 36 count. This is when I made the realization that I do like 36 count and wanted to get some more. So this is from a website or an Etsy store called Number 12. I think it's Number 12 Stitch Company or Number 12 Stitch Company. And these are all 36 count. So this is called False Starter 36 2 count, 18 by 27. That's the size I usually order. 18 by 27 and gorgeous. I don't experiment too much with colors, like bright colors. This was the first time that I've ever done a colored fabric. And then I did order some red and green from this company to try it. But I do think I may have to get more of this color too. This is False Starter, and it's gorgeous. Look at that. It reminds me a lot of the Milk and Honey, or yeah, I think it's Milk and Honey. It reminds me of that one. But I love this. I love the coloring in this one. It's got like a little bit of a pink undertone to it. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that one. And then I also ordered, just to have some greens for Christmas next year, Woodland Pine, 36 count, 18 by 27. Again, this is still the number 12 Stitch Company. And look at this. There's almost a little bit of a yellow. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's a little bit of a yellow color in this. And I love this color. This is gorgeous. I can't wait to stitch something on this. As a matter of fact, something that I have kitted that I'm going to be showing you in a second might be gorgeous on this. I'm going to leave this out and we'll see if that'll work. But that's those two colors. And then I bought this rose red. Is that rose red? Red rose. And it is also 36, but this one I did 27 by 27 because they didn't have the 18 by 27. But I figured this is good for Valentine's Day, patriotic 4th of July, patriotic stitches, as well as Christmas. So I figured I justified getting a longer or bigger piece. So I really love that one. That's it for fabric. Well, I have purchased other fabric, but I'm not going to pull them out because they're already packaged and put away. So next I'm going to share with you some things that I have put together as kits, but they are part of my haul because I ordered the patterns. This is my first one. So I was watching Nicole, and she was kitting and putting things together in these plastic bags, and I love it. And I may even move my fabric over to this because I love this. And I have a shelf that has hooks on it. Oh, so anyway, this is what I've been using to store kits that I have together. I also have kits that are waiting for things to be purchased to go with it. There we go. So this first one, this is the pattern. It is October House Sweater Weather, and I just thought this was adorable. Not too keen on this color in the background, so I did pick my Zweigart Belfast in the 32 count in this cream. But I might switch it into a 36 count now that I've discovered that I love 36 count. I am doing the call for colors, which I have them all in here, ready to go on a ring, ready to be stitched. And I might start this soon because while it's still cold and snowy in Northeast PA, I might start this one just to kind of have one to play with during the cold days. This next kit is one that I put together. This is the Little House Needleworks, which I ordered the pattern, and I love it. It's called Bits and Pieces of Winter, and I love this. And this is the one, if I do a little change in the green and do white, maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see what the tree, and just kind of flip flop and do it on this, or maybe do the whole thing in white. Oh, I might do the whole stitch in an off-white or an ecru. I don't know, but this is what I was thinking might work really good with this pattern, but I'd have to do a lot of switching of colors. Although I do have it binned with the cream and sugar, Fiber on a Whim 32 count, and my called for colors are all in here. Again, I may switch everything out to 36 count fabric because I can't help it. I love it. So anyway, that is one I have purchased recently, and then also already have kitted. So this next one is by Country Cottage Needlework, and it's a village. So every month they're coming out with a new village. And this is the January village. And I got so thrown off by this orange color. I was like, what is that? But I realized it's a little tiny bit of orange in here. Just it threw me off when I saw this. But this is super cute. So they're doing a monthly village, and I don't know when I'm going to start this one. I do have my fabric already pulled, and looks like I put in here some scrap of the Cedar River 32-inch Overcast is the color, and then I have my threads in here. as I've been getting kits, and if I have the threads, or if I need to order just a couple of the floss bundles, I will put them all in these bags with the pattern. But I don't totally sign off. I don't cut my fabric, have it ready for the project. I just put the whole thing of fabric in here. And if that's what I end up using, that's great. But like, I'm glad I didn't cut fabric specifically for this project, because I might change that size out. I'm really convincing myself that I have to get more 36 count fabric. My last haul for today is one that I cannot wait to play with. This is Home Sweet Home by Shakespeare's Peddlers. I've never done any Shakespeare Peddlers stitches before, but I can't wait. I love this pattern and cannot wait to do this one. This is Nashville Market exclusive from last year. They're right now bringing out the ones for this year. I have the 40 count. I did have to order the 40 count because it is something I don't have in hand or on hand. It's the graham cracker that I ordered. You could also do it in mushroom light mocha in Newcastle linen, but I didn't have that either. So I had to order my 40 count, and I also need to get a couple of flosses for this one. So whenever I have things that I need to order, I will take a little note and just clip it on here, and then I put this right next to my computer and know I need to order it. So I already did the 40 count fabric. I need to get DMC 610 and 3860. Those are the two things I still need for this one, but I can't wait to start this one. And this will be one that I start probably as soon as I finish the Every Opening Flowers, the Brenda Jarvet one. That is right now my weekend stitcher, which probably will not be my weekend stitcher permanently. It's probably one that I'm going to definitely pick up more often as soon as I get done with a couple of the other ones that I just started. But I'm going to I like to stick the artwork in the front. So that is my haul. I know I've ordered other things, but that's just, a couple of the things that I ordered in the past couple of weeks. But that was, this one I'm looking forward to. And that is my update for this week. I had a lot of fun stitching. I didn't get a ton of time to stitch, but I did get some time, and progress is happening. So anyway, I do hope you enjoyed today's video. I will leave a link to everything that I shared with you today in the description down below if you want to check it out. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.